The Tampa Bay Lightning make their deadline splash in 2025, acquiring forwards Yanni Gourde, Oliver Bjorkstrand, and a 2026 fifth-round pick in exchange for a second-rounder, two first-rounders, and Mikey Eyssimont in a deal with the Seattle Kraken. To help facilitate some of Yanni Gourde's salary, the Detroit Red Wings got involved in the deal, retaining a quarter of Gourde's salary and giving the Tampa Bay Lightning a defender in the deal, Kyle Alcorn. And this is a huge trade for the Tampa Bay Lightning. It does give them a little bit more age and might not be on paper. Just looking at the ages, exactly what you're looking for. Eyssimont, 28 years old, and he gets exchanged for two 30-year-olds, but he's getting exchanged for two players that are near the top of their game. By the playoffs, Oliver Bjorkstrand will have hit his 30th birthday, but he's nearing his seventh 20-goal season in the past 8 years. If he scores four more goals in the next 20 games of the season, it'll be the fourth straight 20-goal, 40-plus point season for Oliver Bjorkstrand, a right wing by trade for the Kraken. Certainly the main position that I think the Lightning needed to acquire. And Yanni Gourde, as many of you remember, a former Stanley Cup champion with the Tampa Bay Lightning in 2019 and 2021, through 2021 with COVID kind of complicating some of that. But the 33-year-old is having a solid season for the Kraken, 17 points in just 36 games. And he could add to the experience that the Lightning have lost a little bit after they waived Cam Atkinson. So they waived Cam Atkinson, and he and Logan Brown now with the Syracuse Crunch to create room for these two forwards that I think add a lot more two-way depth to the Tampa Bay Lightning. Really solid forechecking ability in both of these guys. I think this is an absolute slam dunk trade for the Tampa Bay Lightning. It might hurt to give those top 10 protected picks, but the player that they gave away in Mikey Eyssimont had an even zero in his plus minus this season, 5 goals and 5 assists in 57 games this season. He typically played on the Lightning fourth line. Meanwhile, Bjorkstrand was a second or third liner, averaging about 15 minutes of ice time per game. Yanni Gourde around the same. So these are two guys who have a lot of experience playing with each other, now bringing a lot of extra veteran experience to this Tampa Bay Lightning team as they make a run towards the Stanley Cup. I think this trade could push the Tampa Bay Lightning from dark horses to bona fide contenders in the upcoming NHL playoffs.